During the Sengoku period, the independent profession of a Gunshi, military strategist, did not exist. Our modern image largely stems from later fictionalizations. Even legendary Gunshi, like Yamamoto Kansuke and Takenaka Hanbei, were, in reality, merely samurai commanders or retainers with specific roles. However, a far more astonishing truth lies hidden behind this. How did their legends begin, and why have they been passed down through generations? In this video, you will discover: why did the profession of a Gunshi not exist? What were their true roles? And why were these legends created? Now, let's delve into that truth. In the main segment, we will also elaborate on the modern image of the Gunshi. Firstly, historical records suggesting the existence of a specific Gunshi position during the Sengoku period are, in fact, exceedingly rare. They were merely haihosha, strategists, kinju, close attendants, or yuhitsu, scribes, who, among various other roles as a lord's aide, also offered military advice. A prime example is Yamamoto Kansuke, known as Takeda Shinjin's Gunshi, but his primary source is the Koyo Gunkan. However, this text itself was compiled during the Edo period and is believed to contain many later fabrications and embellishments. Famous stories such as Kansuke being one-eyed or proposing the woodpecker tactic at the Battle of Kawanakajima also originate from this book. In reality, he was an Ishigaru Teishio, commander of foot soldiers, for the Takeda clan, a practical man who contributed to domain management as a castle construction magistrate and diplomat. His role was far more diverse and practical than the image of a Gunshi we hold today. So, why did Yamamoto Kansuke come to be remembered as a legendary Gunshi even to this day? A major aspect is that people wish to project their ideal image of a wise general onto him. A mere samurai commander was simply not enough. He was highly valued for his versatility, not because he held a specific title of Gunshi. Next, let's examine the legend of Takenaka Hanbei, known as Hashiba Hideyoshi's Komiai of today. He is also famous as a Gunshi of brilliant intellect, but this image largely stems from Edo period koden, storytelling, and later fictional works from the Meiji era onward. Particularly famous is the anecdote of him capturing Inabayama Castle with just 16 horsemen and returning it shortly after. This too is historically questionable. In reality, Inabayama Castle was indeed captured, but it was part of a larger action by retainers rebelling against Saito Tatsuoki, not Hanbei acting alone. As Hideyoshi's retainer, he fulfilled roles not only in military affairs but also in administration, diplomacy, and as a commander leading small forces. His image as a sickly man who died young is also strong, but this was emphasized in later narratives to highlight his genius. Takenaka Hanbei, too, differed from the modern image of a Gunshi. He was a bushi, warrior, and administrator with a wide range of talents. So, when and how exactly did the term and concept of Gunshi emerge? The term Gunshi actually only became commonly used starting in the Edo period. With the advent of peace, stories of Sengoku heroes began to be widely told in koden and war tales. To make these stories more engaging, the character of an independent Gunshi, skilled in strategy, became necessary. The image of a brilliant strategist, like Zhuge Liang in China's Romance of the Three Kingdoms, was imported to Japan and had a significant influence. In the actual Sengoku period, military advisement was merely one of the roles of a retainer or close attendant, not an independent, specialized profession. Those skilled in strategy were highly valued, but this was recognized as part of their diverse talents. So, why have such legends of Gunshi been passed down to the present day? One reason is that people always seek heroic intellect and ingenious strategies to overcome difficulties. To make stories compelling and dramatic, an independent giant of intellect was required. Furthermore, the fragmentary nature of historical records from that era, with many unknown aspects, provided ample room for creation. Later writers and koden storytellers freely let their imaginations soar into the gaps of historical fact, creating captivating characters. Moreover, even in modern times, the image of a Gunsher as a strategist continues to be sought after in business books and other media. This is likely due to a universal longing for wisdom and leadership that can overcome challenges, even in our complex modern society. The term Gunsher was truly a product of narrative, onto which our ideals and desires were projected. Why were legendary Gunsher born? They were products of people's ideal image of a wise general and their thirst for stories. The true roles of Yamamoto Kansuke and Takenaka Hanbei were those of versatile bushi, warriors, or retainers, who handled not only military affairs but also administration and diplomacy. The modern professional image of a Gunsher was a fictional illusion formed after the Edo period. We are thus reminded that historical truth is not always as the stories we know portray it, and of the profound influence that fiction can have on history. Perhaps much of the history we believe is also a product of narratives shaped in a similar way.
History still hides untold stories. Subscribe for more forgotten history.